Well, good morning, y'all. Another beautiful morning on the French countryside, minus that eyesore. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Anywho, it's April. I was just chilling here on the back porch, kind of watching the world go by, enjoying the weather. It's wonderful. Today, we're going to be seeding this field over here with corn. So definitely some progress happening here. But this bad boy, let me tell you about this. Because after I ended the last episode, I finished getting all the rocks off of this field here, and I dumped them bad boys in here. I set it to sell for the output after I had every stone put in here. Let's look at it. 1,000 stone to 4,000 lime. I put 3,076 stone in here, so it's approximately 12,000 lime, and I sold it. And I got $7,381. If I can click the right buttons here. $7,381. Boom. Sold products right there. So that's almost half paid for at this point. I paid $15,000 for this bad boy. And the lime sold directly. Didn't have to move it anywhere, but I think the lime sell point is actually here. So even if you did set it to store and you gathered it and you sold it, pretty sure you would just collect it there and wheel it around here, dump it here. Um, but yeah, that was definitely something that got me pretty excited. But without any further ado, let's get this seeded. I mean, we've been waiting to do it for quite some time now. Started in August, and now it's April. So the first thing we need to do here is find a seeder that is good for the job. We're going to want to see what we're working with horsepower wise. 170, 190, the Voltra could do it depending on what options are available. Planters. We could go for this. 3 meters. Lease it for $765. But honestly, I don't know if I feel like messing with that business. Lease. Ooh, $3,200. That might be a bit much. The only thing different here is the weight, the working speed, and it holds 5 liter less in terms of seeds. Lease this for $2,754. 4.5 meters. 2,524. Decisions. I mean, it's a fairly sizable field. I think the amount of forage that we're going to get, or the amount of chaff that we're going to get off of that is going to be substantial. This is 500 less to lease this. I think I'm going to go for this one. I really hope that there's enough going on here in terms of profit to make that worthwhile. Got some seed there. Any way for me to tell how much is in there? 333 seed. What I could do... Is that really attached? Oh, it's attached to a weight. I was like, what's on the back there? What am I doing? Let's go ahead and plop this over by the water tank. And get this over here unloaded, because I don't think I'll need to buy seeds for this. Shouldn't have to. Oh, well I might. I just might. This is going to be a bit tough. There we go. So, oh, sorry, car. I'll give you my insurance information. Maybe. Alright, so we are gonna drop this bad boy off right here. Drop that off. And go to the shop and collect our leased cedar. There's just so much good in this game that I don't understand all the criticism that it's getting. I don't know if us as a gaming community just can't be satisfied, or if I'm just glad to have a new game that has all the stuff that I really wanted in 19 as base features in this one. Um, really and truly, the thing that got me the most excited about this game was the production. Now, could there be more involved there? Are there things that are still on my wish list that they didn't do? Yeah. Are there things that Giants could have done better when implementing? For sure. I mean, potatoes and soybeans. Why are there not production facilities that do anything with that? I mean, soybeans go in freaking everything. And potatoes, like potato chips. We've got an oil factory. Why not take the canola or sunflower oil and pop it into a potato chip factory with some potatoes, you know? But I mean, at the end of the day, I think this is just a huge upgrade from what 19 was. Even 19 fully loaded with a bunch of mods and everything, I still think FS22 as a base game holds up very well. And the modding community is definitely going to add to that for sure. As long as we can keep the modders happy. There's been a lot of issues with people scraping mods off of websites and converting them very poorly, and basically stealing mods from modders that worked very hard on them, and that's a huge issue, and I think that's gonna really damage the modders' desire to do anything. And I hope that doesn't happen. But as long as we keep our modding community happy, I think we're gonna be golden on this. And one thing I just noticed is this thing also fertilizes, and that 595 takes into account 195 fertilizer, which I don't have and I'm not going to use because oh, I'm really glad that corn was selected because I totally didn't pay attention to that, not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to use it because we've got oilseed radish down on here for the first layer of fertilizer. And I'll have an idea shortly of how much of this field I'm actually going to get through before I run out of seed, if I do run out of seed. There was like 177 in the cedar, and some amount still in that bag. I can't remember. I don't know how much is left over there, but it's probably not much. But yeah, I mean, this is an escape for me, and I think being able to share my passion for this game through this YouTube channel is going to be fun as well. I know everyone has their own style of play and does things a little bit differently and enjoys different aspects of the game. And everyone has a different personality. I mean, some of my top YouTube channels that I watch on a regular, the Farm Sim Guy, Daggerwin, Farmer Cop. I've recently started getting into what's his face? Farmer Klein, I think, is the channel. He's really good too. It's just, you know, This is a game and a community that I've been diving headfirst into recently, and just really excited to kind of share this content with you guys. And anyone on the fence about getting FS22, and I see Reddit is awash with posts. Is FS22 worth getting? I've played all the FSs beforehand. I have 19. Is it worth spending the $60 to get it? Yes, yes it is. If you like the series, yes. Are there bugs? Of course. This game's been out for approaching 2 months now. What, 3 days away from being 2 months out, and they fixed a lot of them. You know, like day one bugs were fixed in that patch that came out in, what was it, December? I don't even know when that first big patch came out. I know there's still a lot of problems with consoles from what I've been hearing, but PC's golden, man. And except for that whole seemed like week or two hiatus of mods just not coming out because Giants were on vacation, and kudos to them for giving all their employees such a large amount of time off for the holidays. They definitely deserve it. It must have been some crazy crunch time getting this game ready for that November release. And they were all probably just in desperate need of time off for sure. So kudos to Giants for making that happen. But now that they're back, we're seeing mods get released at a steady pace again. Really hoping to get another map. Everybody and their mama's doing the Let's Play episodes on this one, Elm Creek. Some of the big YouTubers are downloading. They're getting early access for certain maps to do their content on. But I'm excited for maps to be released to the mod hub to allow more variety in the gameplay series that are available on YouTube to watch. And when a map gets released that really speaks to me, I'll start another series probably. I really need to get better about recording my videos on the weekend because right now it is where I am Wednesday morning, 7:36 a.m. And my plan has been to release these videos around 11 a.m. every Thursday. Now I haven't quite gotten a good grasp on how long it takes YouTube to review videos. Sometimes it seems like if I get the video edited and start the posting process in the morning around this time or maybe a little bit later, sometimes it's available at 11 a.m. like I plan for. Sometimes it's not available until Friday. I think there's a video or two that was released on Friday even though I posted it on Thursday. They had to do whatever review process they have to do. But once I get kind of the hang of remembering to record episodes on the weekend, another series probably wouldn't be out of the question. But yeah, I mean, on the weekends, I play other files and get so engrossed in those that I forget to record. But no, I am excited about how this is going to turn out, especially with that lime producing rock crusher right there. I think it's going to be a glorious addition. I mean, it's paid for its half of its purchase cost already. I mean, that's ridiculous. And this wasn't even my largest field, so next time I get a field to stone pick, then we're just going to be golden. But yeah, No Man's Land being the only map that has been released on the official mod hub, and I'm wary to go anywhere else for mods at this point. I know modders have Facebook pages where they will release their mods, or some of them will only go to a particular mod hosting website. Um, but until things kind of get under control with the rampant theft of mods, I think I'm going to hold off. I think there are some YouTubers working on getting a safe and reliable, legitimate repository of mod sites, or just a place to kind of gather all of the official mods from the modders. Um, but until then, I'm kind of wary. I mean, I was getting things from fs19.net and everything like that, but with this new release, I'm not sure. But my No Man's Land file, straight up masochism, no doubt about it. Hard economy. I bought a plot of land. I can't remember the number of it, but it's 2 plots north and 2 plots east of the shop, I think. I started the file with a pickup truck and a chainsaw, zeroed out my money, kept the $200,000 loan that they start you with on start from scratch difficulty, which is $666 of interest every day. And I have a rule where I can only lease 3 items at a time. I can't borrow any additional money until the loan I currently have is repaid and a bank decides that they want to relocate to the area. The stipulation for that being there has to be at least 3 businesses in the area for it to be worth it to them to have a presence there. So like I open up a grain mill, a sawmill, and I don't know, whatever, insert whatever here, a bakery. Once 3 businesses are open, the bank will decide that it wants to set up shop because there's actual businesses to lend money to. And at that point, I think I'm going to limit myself to a certain amount of money. Haven't decided yet. Try to roleplay a little bit, make it exciting. But I mean, I leased a wheel loader and a log fork. I bought a log trailer that was on the mod hub. It was like $4,000, something like that. And I cleared out every single tree on my plot and returned the wheel loader, the log fork, sold the log trailer, and at the time that that was all finished, there was the cheapest front loader on sale in the used equipment screen for $32,000. And prior to that, I had bought that walking mower for $14,000, and the smallest silage pit in that one mod that's got like the tires on the side. I think the silage pit was like $4,500, maybe $4,000. I don't know. Quickly outgrew that because I figured out that that only holds maybe 20 to 25,000 liters. But ended up buying the larger one for I think like 9,000. I've been able to fit as much as 61,000 liters in that one. But at one point while I was cutting down trees, I got bored with cutting down trees, so I leased a tractor and a cultivator, and I cultivated a field that's approximately 1 hectare, around there, and I seeded it with grass. So I've just been mowing the grass with the walk mower, which takes at 10x speed, takes from 7 a.m. to about 1400. So a solid chunk of the day. And I've been picking the grass up directly off the field with the front loader and a silage fork. So very manual, takes a lot of time. Put it in my trailer. that only holds 8,000 liters. Dump it into the pit, compact it, go back for another load. Um, and hopefully within the next in-game year or two, I'm going to be able to actually buy a tractor outright. So, yeah, definitely difficult. But the next series I do, I'm going to want to try to add a little bit more flavor to it, different scenarios, stuff like that. Um, and maybe incorporate some of that in this as well. Um, but yeah, just in general, this game eats my weekend for breakfast. I'm sure my wife is just like, dude, you're a loser. Why are you spending so much time tending your virtual farm? Man, I don't know. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get another pass, maybe two, before I have to refill this. I do not think I'm gonna get the rest of the field with it. I'm down to 50 liters now. Let's see, 44 liters. Let's see how much one pass takes up. And I think there's about 3 more passes left at this width, maybe. Alright. I think I said 45. Let's see. And how crappy would it have been if I like accidentally planted sugar beets? I would have been so mad, dude. So mad. I don't even know if you can plant sugar beets right now. Uh, oh, you can. Dude, that would have sucked. I hate sugar beets. Full stop. Hate them. Pain in the arse. 100%. Although I do think that I should be able to tolerate them if I buy the massive um, massive harvester. Yeah, I have 17 left. So that took approximately 28 liters. So there's no sense in starting the process and going back down without refilling. I'll just have to stop halfway through and forget where I am. See how much is left in here. I'll need about 56 liters in full to finish up. And we got it. Find it very hard to believe that I will run out of seed at this point. Yeah, maybe another 2 passes after this. I never really messed with corn in FS19. Never really did anything with root crops. I think I was doing a file on Felsbrunn where I got rid of that smaller field like directly above the farmyard. Did that not seed that section there? Got rid of the field directly above the farmyard and created a whole bunch of animal pens. I started with, I believe, a chicken pen. It must have been a elevation change that messed with the planter. And eventually I added some sheep and then some pigs. And for the life of me, I'm pretty sure I grew everything except for like potatoes or sugar beets or whatever they required. And I would fill everything else up and take care of the sugar beet requirement by buying pig food from the store. Because I was like, I'm not doing that. I think eventually I did I took a contract to harvest sugar beets on the field next to my farm, um, and I hired a worker to do the work. There ain't nobody got time for that. Um, and it actually supplied sugar beets for quite some time, so. Man, I love coffee. Should probably drink a lot less of it than I actually do. Told my doctor I drink like 3 big cups of coffee a day, and he's like, dude, no, you need to stop. Drink one. And I told him not to tell me how to live my life, and I moved on. Um, yeah, we have a nice little coffee grinder that grinds some whole beans and makes some coffee. I'm drinking coffee right now out of my Starbucks cup that I got in Colorado. Colorado. My wife and I collect those cups. We like them a lot. We try to go to a Starbucks wherever we are and see if they have a cup for either the city we're in or the state. We learned that there are no Starbucks in Iceland. So, fun fact. Uh, Makes sense though, like everything's expensive in Iceland. Most of the service staff, I'm pretty sure people that like are from other countries that come into the country to work. And if you've never been to Iceland, do it. Go. It's probably the most amazing place I've ever been in my life. Surprised I didn't turn it off when I folded it just now. Alright, after much anticipation and waiting, the corn is in the ground. And it is 11:52 in the morning. Am I gonna be lazy? Yeah, I'm gonna be lazy. Cool. I think the only other thing we have left to do is fertilize it, if it'll let me, and I don't know if it will. We'll find out real quick. Look at that nerd. Looks just like me. Cool. Great demand at the debris crusher. We need all of your rocks, please and thank you. Alright. Is this about right? Sure, why not? Nope. I'm gonna have to wait until it goes up a growth stage, I think. Wait. Hold up. I'm very confused. It's got 2 fertilizer states. How? How? Should should have gotten 1 from the oilseed radish. I didn't have any fertilizer in that planter. I wonder if it treated the planter as if it had fertilizer in it. I don't know, man. That's weird. That is weird. But we're gonna roll with it, because why not? I'm just gonna park my steer back in its little place here, turn it off, and try to figure out what to do with my life. I think what I will do is stack these up off camera and get a game plan for what I'm gonna do. and I will be right back. See y'all soon. Alright, so what I've decided to do is knock out a couple of fertilizing contracts we have at 1 and 3. Picked them up, small dollar amount, but they're close together. They're at the top of the map though, kind of a trek. But I'm going to knock out a couple of contracts. I might do other contracts as well, but we will just see how this goes. So I'm going to go knock those out real quick, and yeah, I think after those are done, I'll call it an episode. Now I'm going to head on up there and see you there. Yep, I totally just ran into a tree. Yeah, the deer saw it. They're laughing. Okay, carry on. All right, so got those two done, and saw me on the struggle bus trying to get to the location. So yeah, I think what I might do is I might pick up potentially one of these contracts, a smaller one, because whatever I do, I'm going to want to get done before 1900, before it gets dark, whenever that is. It might be around then. So yeah, I think I'll pick up this one. I'll borrow the items for it, and I'll call it an episode here. I really appreciate you guys watching. And if you've watched from the beginning of the series, watched all the episodes, really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe or like the videos, or both. Definitely helps me out. Want to make sure this is visible to as many people as possible so they can join me in my crazy adventures and tree hitting fun. Many more crashes to come for sure. Definitely see more of those in the future. But yeah, like, subscribe, and join me for the next one next week. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of your day.